In today's Star Wars Outlaws guide, we're going to be playing some Kessel Sabacc. Going to go over some of the rules with you guys and sit down and play a game so you guys can actually see what's going on and see why I'm making the decisions that I'm making. So the goal of Sabacc is to invest chips to improve your hand and get a pair, which is the Sabacc hand. To win a round, you need to have the best hand at the end of 3 turns. The last player with chips in stock wins the game and the content of the credits in the pot. Now there are 2 pairs of cards, the yellow cards and the red cards, aka sand and blood. Hands are made of 2 cards, 1 from each family. Each card is going to have a number value ranging from 1 to 6. Now the goal of your hand is to minimize the hand value, meaning the difference of your card values. A Sabacc hand is a pair and has a hand value of 0. So essentially you want your cards to equal 0. As you can see, the hand on the left is a 6 and a 5, so that's 6 minus 5, so that equals 1, which is not a Sabacc hand. The hand on the right is a 2 and a 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, therefore that is a Sabacc hand. But you want to have the lowest number value, which means if I were to put down a pair of 2s as a Sabacc hand, if somebody else has a pair of 1s, that's also a Sabacc hand, and since 1 is the lower number, that would actually beat my pair of 2s, a pair of 1s. A pair of 1s is essentially the best Sabacc hand you can get when it comes to the numbered cards. The only thing that beats a pair of 1 Sabacc is getting 2 Psylop cards. Getting 2 Psylop cards is a Psylop Sabacc or a pure Sabacc, which is like the best hand in the game and beats everything else. And then you also have imposter cards. An imposter card essentially means at the end of the round, you'll be able to roll 2 dice. So let's say for instance, in this example, you have the 1 card over here in yellow, and then when you roll the 2 dice, let's say one of them comes up 1 and one of them comes up 6. You can either choose the 1 or the 6 to be your card, which obviously you're going to want to choose the 1 because that'll mean that card value will then change to 1 and then you'll have a pair of 1s and you'll have a Sabacc hand. So it is my turn to either draw or stand and pass to the next player. I'm actually going to use a shift token or I get the free draw, where I won't be charged a chip to draw right now. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to use it.
Look what I got.
Now I have the imposter card and a 6. So I can keep this hand and roll the dice at the end and hope that I roll a 6 so I can get a pair of 6s. Or I can just try for some more cards. So let's try to get something lower than a 6. We're going to draw. Let's select this card right here and get rid of the 6. So now we have a 2. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to draw again. And I'm going to go ahead and choose a random sand card to see if I can get a 2 to come up. Okay, so I drew a Psylop card, which means this card, the Psylop card, now takes the value of my other card. So essentially, I have a pair of 2s right now, which is a pretty good hand. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the imposter card. So now that I have a Psylop card and a 2, I have a pretty good hand. So I'm just going to go ahead and stand and pass it to the next person.
I stand. Take this. Draw. What was I thinking?
So here we go for the results. 6 and 6. 6 and 6.
Psylop Sabacc.
Psylop Sabacc. I got the best hand so far. There we go. I just won that round.
What's wrong?
And then I got my chips back, and then they gotta lose their chips. Alright, now I have a 5 and an imposter card, which means I can roll the dice and take whatever value that I roll out of those 2 dice. I don't like that 5 card. Let's draw and try to get something lower. Let's take a random sand card. And we got a 4. Technically that's better than 5, but it still isn't the best, so let's get rid of the 5. So I'm going to go ahead and use a shift token so I can take back 2 chips.
Shift.
And we're going to go ahead and draw. I still don't like that 4 on the sand side, so let's pick another random sand card. You got another imposter card, so let's go ahead and get rid of the 4.
I'll pass.
Go on, draw.
Let's go ahead and stand and just hope we get a lucky dice roll. That is going to be pretty hard to beat. He has a 1 and a 1. Okay, so he rolled a 4 and a 5. The odds are not in our favor. 4 is the lowest. Let's pick that one. And we rolled a 4 and a 5 again, so let's pick a 4. That gives us Sabacc, but it cannot beat the 1 and 1 that the homie got over there.
Imposter. Why'd I do that? Let's see.
All right, we are going to choose this 3 over here. And discard the 5. So now we have a pair of 3s. Technically, we have a Sabacc hand.
We're in trouble now. Go on, draw.
So they just drew a 2. So if they have a pair of 2s over there, they could beat our pair of 3s. And this guy drew an imposter card. We are going to stand and just hope that our pair of 3s. Alright, my hand. 3 of Sabaccs. He's got a 4 of Sabacc. Technically, I'm in the lead. And I just beat him out. I got the lowest Sabacc hand. Alright, he got a 5. So now I'm going to draw a blood card to see if I can get another 2 right here. I drew a 4. I would rather keep the imposter card so I can roll the dice. So let's discard the 4. Let's try to go with another blood card. And we got a 6. That is not good. Let's discard that 6. And he is standing on business. Let's draw again.
Something good.
Draw another blood card. There we go. We got a Psylop card. So let's get rid of the imposter. So now we have a pair of 2s. He can only beat us if he has a pair of 1s. There we go. We win.
Sabacc. Easy.
Now everybody's out of chips but me. I win.
It could be worse. Could be a lot more money.
You win this round.
So now that we went over the rules and you guys saw an actual game in action and what it takes to win at Sabacc, I hope this helped you out. And if it did, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new for more Star Wars Outlaws guides.